You know this heart of mine can't take this every time, but still I feel inside that there's nowhere left to hide. I can hear the clouds are calling me home. I know I'm falling like a stone, but I knew right from the start nobody could change my foolish heart. I'm still falling, and I'm worn down to the bone. Still, I feel alive when there's nowhere left to hide. There's nowhere left to hide. I can hear the clouds are calling me home. I know I'm falling like a stone, but I knew right from the start nobody could change my foolish heart. I can hear the clouds are calling. You know this heart of mine can't take this every time, but still I feel inside that there's nowhere left to hide. I can hear the clouds are calling me home. I know I'm falling like a stone, but I knew right from the start nobody could change my foolish heart. I'm still falling, and I'm worn down to the bone. Still, I feel alive when there's no